Hello, family. Today, in a very special edition of the Stupid News, we're going to have some editorial comments from me about two topics that have weighed heavily on my mind: sexual harassment and Thanksgiving. It's sexual harassment. This dickery with the men, and yeah, it's basically men. Although there are probably 2% of women acting like some sort of oversexed circus clown, they all get press and wind up being Mary Jane Letourneau, right? What the fuck is the deal? I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, etc., what sexual orientation you are, whether or not you feigned an apology. There are some ground rules. I don't understand this. I've managed to go 60 years and managed not to sexually harass. I don't get it. I'm just a normal, average clown, okay? What's the deal? So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody has to write some ground rules. First, no kids. For fuck's sake, this means anybody under 18. And I'm not talking about that situation in that small town in Georgia, you know, where there's some rural town where the young person is 19 is dating a 17-year-old. We all know what I'm talking about here. Second, if you're in a position of authority, and I mean, if you have an employee, a student, a potential actor gunning for an audition, and yeah, this is the correct term for men and women who are in this line of the arts: parishioner, political intern, page, or any person in a subordinate position, and you have some sort of authority, for God's sakes, keep your dick in your pants and your hands to yourself. It's simple, really. Wait until you have another person whom you like and who likes you, and then you can grab each other's whatever. Mosey over to that computer or smartphone app. Hop on Grindr, Tinder, FarmersOnly.com, Lowered Expectations, or what have you, and make that connection, not one about actual power, where people like they feel they have to obey you. Hell, there are websites you can go to, and people will voluntarily request to have you lock them up in your home dungeon if that's what you're into. So, you know, that's tonight's commentary on that issue. Please. I mean, it's just, don't try to screw anybody you have authority over. Simple. It's simple. You can do it. It's just say no. The second thing that I want to talk about is Thanksgiving. We're going into this highly vaunted holiday season. I want to give you a little bit of a tip. If you run to any Native Americans, please, for fuck's sake, don't wish them a happy Thanksgiving. And I would bag Columbus Day as well, maybe triple that. These were not banner days for these communities. This arrival of these waves of folks from Europe to their home, right? They stretched here for 10, 12 to 30,000 years before Europe basically had a get out of jail free 300-year event where they got rid of all the craziest fuckers by sending them to the New World. Look at the white people who settled in Jamestown, Virginia, and Plymouth, Massachusetts. One group thought they could just continue to be lazy ass clowns as they had in Europe and England and just pick up lumps of gold, which they thought were just lying around on the ground like magic. The other group were so bloody disagreeable with their not celebrating Christmas, a great alcoholic drinking holiday, or playing cards. What the hell are you going to do for fun in the 17th century, right? They were so disagreeable that the rest of their countrymen threw them out of England on general principles for just being post-Renaissance groove killers. They believed in predestination, a batshit crazy idea where God determined before you were born whether or not you're going to heaven or not. If you were poor, well, then God had clearly rejected you, so we'll just drown you for being a witch. So yeah, I'll give thanks to the universe for being alive maybe in April when nobody's looking. But for God's sakes, not on this day. Way too much luggage. But you go on with it. I ain't PETA telling you not to eat beef or some shit like that. Just context, people. Context. Just remember. And yeah, I wish you a Merry Christmas, even though I'm a Buddhist. That's cool. I'm not down. I'm not against that. That doesn't freak me out. But folks, let's just think a little bit, a little bit of context. Just a little bit. All right. Peace, love, and we'll catch you on the upswing.